Peace, people. My topic right now, young Pharaoh and the Nation of Islam. Here's my take on young Pharaoh and the Nation of Islam. First and foremost, because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I had a problem with Pharaoh, and I stated my problem with Pharaoh. Pharaoh has never addressed my problem. Cool. I never disrespected the Nation of Islam as a whole. Because in my situation with Africa Bambaataa, there was Nation of Islam members that were so supportive of me the whole time. So I never disrespected the whole Nation of Islam. My problem that I state, and I'm never going to go backwards on, is the fact that he took up, never mind Elijah Muhammad, we already know about that. He took up for Eddie Long, Elijah Muhammad, Eddie Long. Well, we're going to scratch Elijah Muhammad out because they say that's not true. Matter of fact, we're not scratching that out. Elijah Muhammad, Eddie Long, Africa Bambaataa, and Dr. York. There's 4 pedophiles that he took up for. And I never beefed with him until he spoke up on behalf of Africa Bambaataa like enough is enough. You up there talking about Eddie Long. Eddie Long is my brother. He set him up. You up there talking about Dr. York. They set him up. Like, nah. But scratch that. Moving right along, I stand firmly on what I had to say about that. So sooner or later, maybe before Farrakhan passed away, he'll be able to address me and look me in my face, hopefully one day, so we can have this conversation, because I would love to have this conversation with him. So he can make me understand why he stand with the pedophiles over the victims. That was my beef. What young Pharaoh did was not only disrespect the Nation of Islam, NOI, but do disrespect our Islam as well, and everybody who practiced it. You had people in your chat room that watched you, who like you, me myself as well, and you was disrespectful towards everybody. If your beef was with Ben X, then that's where your beef should have stayed, with Ben X. How do you disrespect a whole nation of people, 2 different nations, the Nation of Islam and our Islam, because of your beef with young Ben X? That was wrong. On top of that, now let's get down to the nitty gritty, because I ain't going to make this video long. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. If in fact, which we all do believe, that Farrakhan had something to do with Malcolm X's death, down to his house burning down with the children, inside, him being murdered in front of his children, that lets you know that the Nation of Islam is not playing when it comes to certain things. So then dudes reach out to your baby mother, and now you squashing the beef. Son, you not built like that. People like you for information. Stick to the information. Keep on teaching what you teaching. And stop teaching falsehood, because one half of that stuff you said about Islam was wrong. But let's get back to the beef part, baby. When the beef get cooking, ain't nobody even die yet. And you copping out. Which I'm glad you copping out, because I don't want to see nothing happen to you, shorty. But you can't come up there and challenge people. That's just like with me making these videos, talking about certain people. Everybody said, oh, he ain't caught a YouTube body yet. We gonna see if he built for YouTube, even though it's no such thing as a YouTube body. Y'all living in a delusional world. They reached out to your family through other way, social media, your baby mom, so whichever way they did it, they reached out. That's when the negotiates starting. You can't swim with the big dogs in real life. You can beef all over YouTube all you want, and this is not me taking a shot at you. This is for all of you dudes that think that it was cute what he did. Malcolm X died like a dog in the street, gunned down, body riddled with bullets. Riddled with bullets. Malcolm X's house was burnt down with his children in there. When you got real beef, don't nobody care about your children being around. The purpose of me making this video is for all of you people that be in the chat room that was hyping young Pharaoh up. He thought he was Scarface, but he didn't watch the end of the movie. The end of the movie died with Scarface dead. The end of the movie died with Malcolm X riddled with bullets. You don't even have the resources to go to war with the Nation of Islam. You don't have an army that can endure that type of war. You've never been through that type of war. I could see it all over you. I could see the humbleness in your live last night. No disrespect. That's cool to squash your beef. But what you doing is you got an audience watching you that ain't built like that neither. Because real street dudes don't give a damn about none of this YouTube shit. And none of the stuff you talking. But you got people, the younger generations watching you and thinking that they could fly you off at the mouth with a nation that's known for killing. The nation got bodies. And the one thing I will say that I don't like about the nation, I don't care who get mad at me, the nation is known for killing their own. Rest in peace, Khalid. Rest in peace, Malcolm X. It is what it is. And shout out to those Nation of Islam brothers that I still got love for. It is what it is. You disrespecting the NOI as a whole. You got beautiful women, beautiful brothers that go to work every day and take care of their children. Oh, if they don't sell these papers, they go to the back and get beat. That was disrespectful. If you never saw these people getting beat or actually had members telling you they beating us for not selling papers, that is slander. And it's disrespectful. Your mouth was so foul. And to see you so humble, you didn't even have that aggression. That motherfucker, bitch. That was not there. And it shouldn't have been there in the first place. People did not subscribe to young Pharaoh to hear him call people niggas and bitches and motherfuckers. We subscribe to you to teach, to educate. Some of your topics is really cool. If you're going to be a teacher, teach. That arrogant shit is disgusting. And it turns a person's stomach. So this is my advice to you, young Pharaoh. Don't take it as a shot. What you did was disrespectful to everybody who practiced Islam and Christianity, but Islam. And then what you did was disrespectful to everybody who practiced in the NOI. I'm not telling you that you can't speak on what you feel about Farrakhan, because I did it. And I'm not going to renege and back down because somebody reach out to my family. That's not going to happen. That's not. Farrakhan owes me an apology. No exceptions. No debating. And I still got love for the Nation of Islam. But Farrakhan owes me an apology. And all of the victims of Africa Bambaataa. But what I will give Farrakhan the benefit of the doubt is because some of the Nation of Islam members are saying that he said that, you know, people are COINTELPRO. And then some are saying if you ain't hear him say that, don't accept that. But even still, scratch Africa Bambaataa. Eddie Long is my brother. Eddie Long was a pedophile. Eddie Long was a pedophile. They set Dr. York up. Dr. York was being accused of being a pedophile for over 40 years. I stand by that. Before he got locked up, he got ran out of Brooklyn because he was being accused of being a pedophile. Stand by that. And then we all hear the story of Elijah Muhammad. And this is no disrespect to the Nation of Islam as a whole. Just real shit. But the Nation of Islam is big dogs. You can't jump in the ring with big dogs and then when niggas start shaking your family's your family tree like, yeah, we got your baby mama's information. We sending her a message. Oh, we gonna squash it. Dogs, they could have killed your baby mama. And this is just me being honest. This is why you don't start no shit like this. And then you got YouTubers looking. Yeah, we on this train. Y'all gassing young Pharaoh up. Y'all dropping money in his chat, and the reality of it is, y'all could have helped that boy get murdered. And that's what I don't like about you YouTubers. Because y'all should have been telling them your Pharaoh chill, it don't look right. The same way real followers are supposed to do. Yo, Pharaoh, chill. We got family members that's Muslim. Why you disrespecting a whole billion? You got over 2-3 billion Muslims in the world. Why are you disrespecting billions of people? Because they don't believe in what you believe in? I'm going to liberate the minds of the people. You lied on Islam. Mecca's only over 100 years old. Only in the 1900s. That is the biggest lie in the world. Biggest lie. The Kaaba was built in 1916. Biggest lie in the world. The Kaaba has been rebuilt a few times. So don't take a picture of them reconstructed. And the Kaaba has been moved. In history, in different countries, there's history of wars in Mecca that you can't take away. Wars. The Kaaba been around for over 1,400 years. But you sit up there and lie to get your point across, but scratch that. My main message and my main thing that I'm sticking to with you, young Pharaoh, is the fact that the way you carried this situation to everybody that's Muslim, that respected you, you owe people an apology. You don't have to. I can't force one out of you. But if you a real man and you trying to be a respectable man, you owe the people an apology. And that's just my take. You can't run around and disrespect religious people that didn't do anything to you. And despite you have no respect for their religion, they still like you for little pieces of information that you give. What I don't respect is Seti old ass being as disrespectful and misleading you and misguiding you the way that he did. I don't respect that. Not at all. I got goons and we run up in this and run up in that. And he's sitting up there saying that over social media. You got goons. Okay, you got goons, right? Then don't make no peace. Go to war by all means. Because if the Nation of Islam is really the KKK movement, you should never back down. You should never make no peace. Stand by what you say. If they are an agency that's running and made by the KKK and the Jews, and they really the enemy of your people, why you squashing the beef? Don't squash it. No, by your means. And see, one thing y'all failing to realize is that Farrakhan is 1 foot in the grave. No disrespect to him. Farrakhan is about to die. And you sitting up there taking shots at the Nation of Islam. Picture Farrakhan having a heart attack right now. And the Nation of Islam burying him and grieving. And then turning back and looking at all them disrespectful videos that you made. What you think gonna happen? The only reason why they not going upside your head is because of Farrakhan. If Farrakhan died with all of the disrespect that you spewed out of your mouth, could you imagine what it would be like for you to actually have lectures? Do you not understand that you have people, Al-Islam, not Nation of Islam, Al-Islam people? Do you not understand that you have these brothers sitting up there contemplating on going to your lectures and shutting you down? And yeah, okay, we understand you tough and motherfucker do this, motherfucker do. We understand that. But if you're going to have your family there with you doing your lectures and you got your family, why put yourself in a situation like that? Over your ego? Regular Muslim didn't do nothing to you. But you're going to jeopardize your family. Because the one thing, people have been killing over religion since the beginning of time. This is no threat to you. This is just me schooling you. Why would you disrespect religion? Mother and children turn against each other for religion. Why would you disrespect people's religion? Why would you let your ego get that big? And then you think that it's just going to be safe for you to travel to places like New York. After you just disrespected like every gangster in New York, damn near in PA. Different certain states, every gangster is Muslim. You're trying to make a living off of lectures. You said you self-made, right? You better wake up and smell the coffee. Watch Malcolm X. Watch that movie. See how he ended up. And Malcolm X is my hero. My dog is named Malcolm X. Somebody said, why would you name your dog Malcolm X? Because I love my dog and I love Malcolm X. That's why. And now I got Malcolm X living in my house. I love Malcolm X. But look how Malcolm X ended up. in front of his daughters. I don't think y'all understand. Stop geesing these young YouTubers up and making them think everything is all sweet, because it's not. Where we come from, in the real world, bodies is left all over the place all the time. Don't get nobody killed because of your arrogance. Don't teach them to make videos challenging a machine like the Nation of Islam. Because everybody ain't going to always get the opportunity to cop out like you did. Everybody don't get that opportunity. And yet and still, the Nation of Islam may or may not let you off the hook. But you still got regular Muslim dudes that's coming out of jail. You still got a lot of dudes that's practicing Islam that feel like when you come to their neck of the woods, they're going to drag you, and they don't make videos. So my advice to you, Pharaoh, get back to teaching. Stop offending the people that like you. You got people that like you. That's my take on the Nation of Islam and young Pharaoh. Peace and love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I'll put the link in for my other YouTube pages. We already know we got YouTube clowns trying to strike my videos down, so we're going to move over to the other pages. It's all good. And P.S., my message to everybody that's watching, stop donating money to dudes that get high on YouTube. When you give them money and they chat, they smoke weed with that money instead of doing something productive. There's people out there that's teaching. Give them the money. There's people out there that's doing, well, what young Pharaoh was doing. He was teaching. Give those dudes the money because you're actually getting something in exchange. Stop donating to dudes that all they doing on YouTube is starting YouTube beefs. And then you putting money in the super chat. They smoking weed and neglecting their kids all day. They too high to even function to take care of their family. Wife come home from work, you high. Children come home from school, you high. Stop supporting that. Peace and love, people.